Hello everyone, it's Diane, and I'm taking a little bit of a break from Cowboy Journals because it's Saturday. So I'm trying to just have playtime on Saturday. It's just stuff for me to do, although I probably will work on the final Cowboy Journal at some point today, just because I want to get them done. I have 3 done except for sewing them in, and I have 1 more to make. But I couldn't sew them in because I can't find my little box of binding supplies. So when I went to work for an hour this morning, I bought some needles and waxed cord, but all they had was black. They're often out of the white, so I usually stock up when I see them. So I just can't find mine. So I did buy black, and I figured for Cowboy Journals they would be okay. The black would be okay. And as far as a pokey tool, I bought this. I don't want it to be so big, so maybe I can just poke it through without getting up to the thicker part. I already had this one, but I couldn't remember if I knew where it was when I was shopping for my supplies, so I picked this up. And this might be better for poking holes for the books just because of the shape of it. So anyway, hopefully I'll be able to get some of those books bound today. So I got out my glue book. That's what I'm going to play in today. This needs to get fattened up, don't you think? I've had it for quite a while, and I've only done a few pages, so it is time for me to start working in this and get it fatter. So I've got my basket here of semi-sorted ephemera pieces, and I've got my Trader Joe's pieces, and I have just some magazine images that haven't been really put away yet. So I thought I would play with them, and she caught my eye. So she's sitting right on top of the magazine images, so I'm gonna start with her. So for my glue book, I did do some collaging in here, so these are kind of arranged collages, but I have a separate book that I use for more collagey type stuff. So I want to get back to just gluing stuff in without really trying to make a collage. I always get questions about what's the difference between a glue book and a smash book and a junk journal and collaging and all of that. Well, it's all open to your interpretation. I've explained it many times in different videos, but always someone new has a question, and that I love to answer people's questions. So I know many of you have heard me talk about it before, but it's all open to your interpretation. A junk journal can be whatever you want it to be. A smash book can be whatever you want it to be. And the same with a glue book. And a glue book can be used for collaging. Like this was a collage. I just arranged everything, coordinated it and arranged it. So all of these, I would say, were kind of collaged. But a glue book is kind of like collage too. It's just, for this example, I could just stick her in and then turn the page and do something else on another page, and then come back another day and add something to this. You see, it's just to glue stuff in, just for relaxation. I don't think a whole lot about it. I just glue it in. I'm going to cut this space out here, and it will separate the 2 parts of her arm, but I'm just going to put them on the edge, just like she was in the magazine. This is a piece of wallpaper. So the other glue book that I did, and I've shown it quite a few times on my channel, maybe I'll be able to link something below, either of just that glue book or another video where I'm explaining what I think the differences are, how I differentiate between the different types of books. Maybe I'll link that below. But the other book that I did, it took me a long time, it took me years to finish it, because I would set it aside and not work in it for a while, but it was so big, it was massive. And I would just glue stuff in it, and then as I had more stuff to glue, I would just go through the pages and say, oh yeah, this page needs something else, and I would add something to it. I think this looks good with it, don't you? Please forgive all the time it takes for the fussy cutting. Oh, I need to start my laundry. I forgot to do that. Like I said, it's Saturday here. It was chilly, quite chilly this morning. It was in the 20s, the lower 20s, and it was snowing a little bit, but not much. There's just a little white dusting. And it's supposed to get up to, I think it's supposed to be in the 50s tomorrow. And then in the 60s on Monday. So we had a pretty mild winter. And that's okay with me. We had some very spring-like days this winter. And not a whole lot of snow. Sorry, this is taking me a while to cut around all of this, but I think it will be worth it. I'm just going to cut that leaf right off. We don't need that one. So I'm still trying to find my way around here. I did go through all the boxes that were kind of at one end of the living room, and the living room is right next to my craft room here. So there were boxes around the doorway. Just whatever I didn't know what to do with, it just ended up there. So I did go through all of that yesterday, and I'm very pleased with how the living room looks now. I still need to get a bookshelf. Yeah, I like that. See, that was worth it. I have this piece, that would be fun. I like to cut out flowers and jewelry pieces from fashion magazines. Have great jewelry in the advertisements and in the editorial pieces and watches. And you can pick up jewelry catalog, little brochures at the mall, at the jewelry stores, to cut out bling. Put it right behind her head. So I guess you might call this a collage, but I'm not telling a story or anything. It doesn't really have a theme. I'm just picking images that I like and putting them down. Let's see, do I have any funky things from Trader Joe's that would be cool here? Dropping things. I'm setting aside a few things that I might want to try. I used this in my glue book before. I must have put that image in again. I think I got two of the same. Yeah. Okay. Well, we won't fuss anymore. Just look at what I have here. Let's see what we think of this. Okay, I think we have enough stuff here. And I do like that face added on. This came from a stamping magazine from a long time ago. Or a stamping catalog or something. Or, yeah, stamping magazine. Somerset Studio type of magazine. Alright. So I have this balloon kind of overlapping with the roses. It's under this part and over that part, so I kind of have to glue carefully. So I'm going to put glue on both pieces and then arrange them. The Trader Joe's is a thin newsprint, so I can use the glue stick, but I think, oops, I think on this piece I'll use this because it's a little bit heavier. Not too bad. I could probably use the glue stick. Yeah, let's just use the glue stick. This was out of a large book about roses that I got at the library for $1. And there are so many pages full of beautiful pictures of roses in that book. That was a steal. So this part was under and this part was over. Oops. Oh well. It's going over there, that's fine. And I'll glue this mysterious face on there. See that hot pink matches her, but this halo of bling helps bring her out. Bring her forward. I don't normally just go in order. I kind of do in the book, but if I didn't like her on this particular page, I would have put her on something else, but I did like her on this page. Sometimes I just have leftover stuff on my desk that I want to clear off, and I just stick it in my glue book instead of having to put it away somewhere. So I would call this page done. But there may be something else that I find sometime that I think would go perfectly with it. So the glue book is never done till I put it away and start another one. Maybe, because I'm trying to glue it to wallpaper, maybe the 3-in-1 glue would have been better, but we'll see how it holds. If it doesn't hold very well, I can always change the glue. I want to do something with some of these flowers, I think. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Let's find a place to put that. I like it on that background. Obviously, it will have to be trimmed. This came out of a children's book, a large children's book. Before I do fussy cutting, let's see where I'm going to cut it, trim it down. And then I'll just trim that little bit off. So then it's just fun to go back and look at the glue books when they're done. And if you put things in that please you, that's all that matters. Nobody else has to be happy with it, only you. The point is to put things in the glue book that you enjoy looking at. One thing that looks like fun that I've never done is to create a themed page. So one spread could be all objects of a certain color, or it could be all clock faces, or all flowers, or all hands, whatever. So, and some people create a complete book like that, so each page has a different collection on it. So that sounds like it would be fun too. But like I said, I've never done one of those. They have a name. Are they called collection books? I don't know. I can't remember what they're called, but I know there are videos of them on YouTube. I believe, oh, I can't remember her name. Can't even remember her channel. She does a lot of glue book type of things. Oh, I can see her face. Oh well, if I think of it, I'll let you know, or I'll link her below. But she had a book like that. She's friends with Rosemary Morris. And she's funny. I haven't gone to her channel in a long time. I think I should go check her out again, if I can remember who she is. She should be in my subscribers, or my subscription list, so if I go through my list, I should see her. Of the channels that I subscribe to. Okay, that's enough fussing with that. I do like that, again, that bright colors against that black and white. I think after I'm done with the cowboy journals, I'll probably be making a few more glue books. So if you think this looks like fun, keep watching, because I'll put some more glue books in my shop. I really don't think I want to add too much more to this. At least not at this time. Just seeing what else I have here. I think I was going to look for a word. Be your own kind of beautiful. Let's see if I want to add any of this stuff. This is just a pretty border from the Pioneer Woman magazine. She always has pretty borders in her magazine. Sorry. I said I try, oh, there I go. I said I try not to think too much when I do these, but sometimes I do a little thinking. Just not happy with the, I like the tickets, I'm just not thrilled with the color. Ooh, I've got these labels. Let's do that. Okay, that's a better choice than the blue tickets. We'll start with this. This will be fairly easy for arranging and gluing, I think. Now, about the cowboy journals, I told you that they were all spoken for, but a couple people asked for the same journal, and I asked them both to message me on Etsy, so I have a way of contacting them besides YouTube comments. I just feel like when I message someone on YouTube through their comment that the journal is ready, they don't see it a lot of times. They don't see that message. And so I really prefer that people contact me through my Etsy shop and then keep watching for me to reply and let them know when the journals are ready, you know. And they haven't, I messaged them on, I commented on their YouTube comment, and neither one of them have responded. So I don't know if they are going to get that journal or not. I just don't know how that's going to go. So if you like the cowboy journals, you just keep watching and to find out if any of them are still available, because I don't know. I think that's the hardest thing about reserving for people, is trying to contact them when they're done and getting a response. Did I have this up there? Did I have it down here? I think I had it down here. What did I say about this being easy? There. All right, so there's another collage. Let's see what I have in my pile from the magazine. Wow, she looks interesting. I never understood the weird model images that fashion magazines use, but now I know what they're for. They're for blue books and collages and art journaling. Now we must find a page for her. I think I like her on this. I'm going to try something with this, see if it'll work. I'm going to cut all around the beads and try to put them around her. This came out of a book about artists who did beadwork. Some of the things that they made were fantastic, like very intricate. Lots and lots of beads, like artwork with them, not jewelry. This looks like a bracelet, however. And if it doesn't work, it's fine. I'll use it for something else. Oh, but it does work. I like that. I think I want to put her on a different page, though. I like her on the Monet. Okay, what else can we add to her? This basket is images from mostly old magazines and catalogs. Oh, there's some old photographs in there. From an art book. Well, I am kind of trying to finish a page here instead of just gluing things in willy-nilly. But I did that with my other book, my big fat glue book. I would do some pages, and then other times I just wanted to use up some stuff, so I would just glue them into various pages and then go back and finish them later. So it just depends on your mood and what you're up to that day. I'm looking at my flowers. Guess not. These came out of a little art book that I had, and these were images you were supposed to cut out and maybe make copies of them and use them in collage. I'm not seeing anything else I want to add. I'll just glue these down, and if I come across something else at some point, I can always add it. Throwaway chic, I like that. Whatever that means. It's kind of what we do, right? Take the throwaway stuff and make them chic. I'm trying to see how much time is on my camera, but it's kind of a glare from the high window here. I can't put a curtain on that window. The sun's coming right in there right now. It's a really high, like a slit window at the top of this wall, which offers nice light, but let me see. Oh, we're at 36 minutes. So I need to, I'll just put some glue on the back of her neck and get that bracelet put on as a necklace. Now I can just put glue on the whole thing. Oh, I also need to put glue on this so it sticks on her. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah. Okay, well, that's fun. That's beautiful. I'm just pulling out some images that look interesting to me, and then I'll decide what I want to use. These old house dresses, I love them. Oh, look at this one. Don't need to add jewels to her. Okay, I think that's enough to start playing around with. I want to do something with that flower. So let's just find a page. I guess we could just do it on the back of there, but I think I would want to add some color, some paper. I'm moving my light a little bit. I'll be glad to get my lights hanging on the wall so this... Oh my goodness. Look what I just found. I found my binding supplies. Oh my goodness. I tucked them in this drawer of scrap fabric. Oh, I knew it had to be here somewhere. Praise the Lord, I found my binding supplies. Of course, I'll trim that closer if I decide to use it. This flower might be too pale against that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just find another piece of paper, but I do like that paper with all the strips of laces on it. Whoops. Where's the flower? I'm trimming around the shadow around the flower. I find this very relaxing. I highly recommend it. She got cut off because there was somebody in front of her, so she has to go behind here. Let's see if we like this. I think that flower is too pale there. So I'll either have to change the background or the flower. I think it'll be the background because I just like that flower. I like the shape of it. Well, this would go nice with that lady's purple outfit. This is a heavy piece of cardstock, though. Decal scissors here. Oh, I like that on the back. It has numbers on the back. Alright, now I'm going to want something down the side here. Got some strips. It's a heavy piece too. this is wallpaper, so we're going to use 3-in-1 glue for these heavy pieces on wallpaper. I'm looking for something to go behind her. Look at these. They are so cool, whatever they are. Should I cut some more of her out? I kind of like her like that, but seems kind of empty there. See, now I'm just doing a collage now. Okay, there's a lot of elements here. So, start with this piece. Is this my 3rd or 4th page? I just wanted to work for an hour. We're gonna lose an hour tonight. I hate that. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I have such a hard time adjusting when the time changes. But, gotta go with it, right? I'm not teaching tomorrow, but I am playing the piano, which means I have to be early because we do a little bit of a rehearsal. The song director and the pianist and organist do a little rehearsal so we know what we're all doing on Sunday morning. So I have been working at getting up earlier throughout the week, so it's not so hard for me tomorrow. Today I was awake at 5 o'clock. I couldn't get back to sleep, and I ended up getting up at 6. But that wasn't my choice. I didn't press her head down to the page because I want to tuck this in under her head. But actually it has to go on top of this too, right? Got all kinds of stuff going on here. Under and over. Glue stick probably would have worked with this because it's not being glued onto the wallpaper, but I had the bottle open and handy, so that's what we went with. Oops. Okay, we're at 52 minutes, so I think that is going to be it today. Maybe I'll do a little more, but I have to turn the camera off now. So let's review what we did today. We did this one. And this one. They're all very different. And that one. And then we moved way back here and did that one. So I had fun. I hope you enjoyed this. Keep watching my channel because, like I said, when I'm done with the glue books, the next the cowboy books, the next project will probably be glue books. Not sure, but probably. So if you're interested in getting one of these books that you can glue in, keep watching my channel. You can glue in whatever you have. You could just take an old book and remove some of the pages and glue right on the pages. You can use a composition book. Again, I would want to remove some of the pages because they get really fat when you start gluing stuff in. So this one hasn't really started to get fat yet, but it will. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.